Welcome back to the show. Thank you all for sticking with us. As always, the jury question. If you're following us, this is the issue regarding the ongoing crisis in Nigeria, brutalities, everything turned upside down. But today, my wonderful guests are on the studio today to really share what they think about the ongoing issue over there here in diaspora. Okay, Susan, please, you're going to use just 1 minute to kind of wrap up what you have in mind. I know there's no time. I want to try to go around with everybody, please. So hit it for us. Thank you.
Thank you, and even thank you for bringing me back again to just complete what I was saying, conclude what I was saying anyway. So like I was saying, that I think that is what we really need to. We really need to start figuring out. How can that happen? In diaspora, what can we do? Because that can be done back home. And the way we can contribute to how that can be done back home is about our voices that is there to be collective. If we can have a collective voice and we can figure out who are the key points back home that we can actually, give those messages out to, in terms of, there's no way we can, yes, protest is a great platform to kickstart it, which has already happened. But then we need to go into negotiation. We need to understand the idea of how do we resolve conflict, because this has become like a conflict. How can we really resolve it? And then our input, if it's collective, we should figure out who are the key stakeholders back home that we can relate all those points to and see who we can work with, representative over there, they are stakeholders, and we can align with them, form alliance with them and figure out how things can start changing. But yes, we want to change this. And one thing I think we should also do while we're trying to change what is happening back home, we really need to start changing our mindset. We need to change our attitude, even here where we are in the diaspora. We need to dig deeper. We need to start understanding the system that goes on in Nigeria. We need to educate ourselves, all those kind of things. We need to start doing it because you don't want to start saying things without doing that.
Thank you, Susan. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay, Shino, can I bring you in? Try to keep it less than 2 minutes, please. Thank you so much.
I just want to continue from, I don't know when I got cut off, but basically what I was driving at is that we are in the diaspora, we are in different countries. Well, this is Ireland, but there are a lot of Nigerians in different parts of the world. We should start holding those countries accountable. Those countries cannot come online and say they're against corruption, they're against fraud going on in Africa, in Nigeria, but at the same time, they allow our leaders to come into their country, spend our looted funds, buy the most expensive houses, send their kids to the most expensive schools, when they all know that that money is from the money that was meant for the masses in Nigeria. So as far as I'm concerned, as they're being hypocritic, and that's where I'm holding I'm holding Ireland to it, because there have been politicians that have been giving visas to Ireland where they get the medical treatment, they buy houses and everything. Why are they not being prevented from coming to Ireland? If is Bin Laden going to be giving visa? No. Is a terrorist going to be giving visa? No. But why would they give visas to people that are killing their own people back home? They are being corrupt and allow them, give them visa to come into Ireland to spend the looted funds. So as far as I'm concerned, they're being hypocritic. So I am holding the Irish government to I'm asking them that it's time for you to say, if you're going to say that you're fighting corruption, it's time for you to do it. There was Abacha's funds that was recently returned to Nigeria. It took them 20 years to return those funds to Nigeria. So God knows how many other funds that are in Irish accounts from Nigerian looted funds.
Thank you.
So that's my.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much, everybody. Amazing. You guys have a lot of great input, and this will help us a lot more to dig into it. But from everything that I've heard from everyone, something is still missing. Because when you look at what have not been to Nigeria, God knows, over 20 years. So I don't really know much about how things have really changed. So that's why I'm very kind of careful knowing which way I want to kind of pinpoint or point the hands. But with all the footage being shown, with all the killing, for what I know, for 10 days, there was no fight. Everything was peaceful. The youth were really not just having a good time, but pouring water, believe that change can come in. But what I'm looking for is what exactly can be done going forward. Everyone is pour everything they have to pour in regarding constitution, regarding the killing. what can we put on the table to say, okay, this is where we're going to start from? I will throw it to everybody. I want to hear your opinion. We want to take it first.
All right, should I just go first?
Okay, just have
All
less
right.
than a minute, right? So I want to try to give everybody a chance for this, please, yeah?
All right, thank you so much, Chris, for putting this together and the whole team. I must say that I've been involved in the EndSars movement. It's an organic movement of youths who have, over the years, witnessed different forms of police brutality. We've invested our energy, our resources, even we've been emotionally involved in all this. But this is the thing, yeah? You see, the best form of warfare is intellectual warfare. We've come out with our numbers home and away. We've protested. But as it is now, I think the best form of warfare is intellectual warfare. It's important at this point in time that we need to go back to the drawing board. We need to strategize because the people we are dealing with are more tactical, are very experienced. These are people who have been in government for decades. Most of us are still very young individuals. So it's important we go back to the drawing board. We strategize in ways in which we are able to defeat these cankerworms because it's like a cancer and we have to deal with it from the roots. We all have to also be collective in our efforts. You know, we have to be united. And the more united we are, the more we are able to deal with this individual. Like I said, the best form of warfare is intellectual warfare.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, my next question to everybody, so I'm just going to be throwing this thing around, so I want to get everybody to really bump into it, is that, do you think we are really united with the ongoing issue? Do you guys think we are really united? Because if we are, what happened in the last 10 days would have changed a lot of things. So let me throw it to you guys. Do you guys think we are united as a people, as a nation, as a citizen, as a country?
Yeah. No, we're not united because we don't have a united constitution. We don't have a constitution that guarantees equally the rights of every part of the country. And not only that, what we have in the constitution now is fraudulent stuff being written into the constitution by politicians.
That's it.
So when the politicians and particular sections of the country hijack the political economy as well as the constitution, then you know that that country has a lot of problems.
Thank you very much. A lot of points on that.
Yeah,
the problems.
I wanted to add 3 points on that. I agree to an extent that we weren't united, but this EndSars protest, to me, I think is the only time that Nigerians across boards have come out unitedly to stand against one element of corruption in the Nigerian government. And that element of corruption is the Nigerian police. The EndSars protest was for everyone. The Igbos, the Yorubas, the Hausas, everybody joined hands together, and we are all protesting against police brutality. As a nation, Nigeria, if you ask me about being united, this is the reason why they've been able to conquer Nigeria. You know, that's how they've been able to conquer Nigeria. It's divide and win politics. That is what they are playing. If you look at the EndSars protest, it has been one movement for everybody. Immediately, the politicians understood that they can't break these guys by giving them fake promises. They try to throw tribalism into the fight by telling the Yorubas that the people burning houses in Lagos are the Igbos. Do you understand? By telling the Northerners that the people causing or protesting in Abuja are the Igbos. This is how they win us, is divide and conquer. But the only way that we can actually defeat this government, defeat the bad politicians, defeat those people who have held onto our life, is by coming together. All right, staying together and fighting this together, not saying, oh, I'm Igbo, I'm Hausa, I'm Oduduwa, I'm Biafra, we have to go our separate. Even if we go our separate ways, let me tell you something, this doesn't stop. I so much believe that if you get, oh, Oduduwa go today, Arewa go, Biafra go, it doesn't stop. Because in the police force, we have the Igbos, we have the Yorubas, we have the Hausas, and they are still killing their own, they are killing themselves.
Thank you. Thank you, Sally. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Can I just say something?
Yes,
I feel like this battle, this war we're all fighting the same war, but with different weapons. So like the houses are fighting, I feel like houses are fighting for a lot of more things, because in the northern parts, like there's so much questions I have. Why is the houses the poorest part of Nigeria? Why are they beggars? Like there's so much, it's so deep that we are all fighting the same war, but it's the same thing. We don't have basic human rights across Nigeria, in the north, in the west, the east. It's all the same. Like, so I feel like education is key. Education is key, and light. Without light, you can't read, you can't do anything. So we need to get light, basic human rights back.
Yeah, just to add to that, Fumi said the war intellectual, we have to go back to the board and intellectual war and all that. But as far as I'm concerned, no matter how intellectual we become, these people have the weapon, they have the manpower. The only thing, I wouldn't say they have the manpower, because we are more than the politicians. I just believe that the protest that we started, that only lasted for 10 days, and we had so much impact, I don't believe that we should have stopped. We should have continued, because it obviously was affecting them. It was getting international recognition that we needed and everything. And they succeeded in breaking us. Yes, they killed some people, but I mean, for every revolution, people have to die. Like, if South Africans gave up because of a couple of people got killed, Nelson Mandela will still be in jail. They won't have their freedom. So it's up to us to continue protesting and continue fighting on. Yeah. So sorry.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Sorry,
Thank
Chris,
you very
much. Let me just say this about unity, because I remember you talked about unity. But it's important that we know that the leadership of any nation is not harvested from elsewhere. It's a constituent of its people. Now, the majority of the people have been incapacitated. The illiteracy rate is very high. There's just some set of youth are clamoring for a change. Some other set of youth are also sponsored to polarize that movement. So I think it's more of mind engineering. It's important that we educate our minds. You know, they have weaponized our minds against us. So it's important that we are united in one voice for a better goal.
Thank you very much. You see, that is the reason why I use the word united, because the word united, you are all learning people. You know that's a very strong word to actually use. But I want to move into something very quick before we wrap things up. Do you guys think the international community did actually come in on time? Do you guys think other nations heard about this ongoing brutality in Nigeria? Did they interfere on time? Do you think the time they responded was too late, only when, there's killing, there's a whole lot of stuff start happening, that is the time they all come in? Do you think, do they play anything that would make Nigeria move forward? Anyone can take this.
Look, I have to take that because
they don't really care about us. They don't care.
Yeah,
they don't care about us.
Hello,
care about us.
Sorry, I have to take that, and the reason I'm taking that is that that is something I'm so passionate about, and I'm just so crazily like, we don't need them. They are the root of everything.
Yes.
They are the root of the cause, and they will only come in if there's something to gain.
Mm-hmm.
You've never seen an international body interfere into anything without something to gain. But you have to also understand that Nigeria is a sovereignty country, nation, I mean. So people can't just come into our country and say they want to interfere. That is why 10 days is not enough. For us to even gain any recognition nationwide, the protest has to last a minimum of a month.
Yes.
Before it can even gain any background, like anything. Yeah, people are talking, people have been having conversation. They had it in Ireland, they had it in UK. They can only be having this conversation. And they are already talking. But nothing can be effective because we are a sovereignty country.
Okay, in a way, Susan,
Chris, can I make one point if you don't mind, please?
Very quick, less than 10 seconds, right?
All right,
10 seconds, yeah.
All right, no problem. You can't tell the same man who came to your house to steal, to come back to your house, to protect the property that they are stealing, all right? I don't even want us to think about it that we have any white man who is going to come to Nigeria to say, oh, Nigeria, I'm here to help you. Let's take that out of our mindset. This fight is a fight. We as Africans, we as Nigerians, we shouldn't give up the fight. It is our right to defend ourselves. It's our right to say enough is enough. So forget about our international community. They will only come if there is something that they want to benefit. And even after their benefit, they won't leave you. They will continue eating into you. Nigerian problem, like my sister said, didn't start today. It was these same people that you want to help you that destroyed Nigeria. So we don't even need anybody. We are enough to make Nigeria what we want it to be.
Thank you so much, Stan. That's a great point. Tina, can I bring you in there? I know you want to talk something.
I mean, just to round up, all I want to say is that, the youths have started this movement. They shouldn't relent. We can still do it online. We can do it. But the only thing I have to say is that they should have carried the older people along. They would have looked for advice. There's a way that we would have strategized this in a better way, but it's not too late. We can still go back to the tables and re-strategize.
Right.
I'm so sorry. Can I just say so? Just 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
Let me bring Mr. Balogun in. Mr. Balogun, can I take your view on this? Actually, hold on. I like your words in love, but let me give Favor, you come in first, then I can bring him in so we can nearly wrap up our stuff. Yeah, go on.
Okay,
10, just 10 seconds, please.
Thank you so much, Balogun. So basically what I wanted to say was this, right? On the aspect of the international community, see, the support is good. The support is important. The support is beautiful, right? But at the end of the day, that's what it is. We should not expect or wait for the international community to want to help us before we can understand that what we're about to do is detrimental to the success of we that are in the country. Well, I'm not in the country, but for those in the country. So as much as whether they came early or they came late, for me, it doesn't matter much, right? What matters to me more is the fact that the Nigerian consciousness has been awoken. It's been awoken, and all I want is for us to continue to push on. Like Fumi said, it's intellectual. We need to understand our society. We need to understand our court. We need to understand the government. We need to understand politics. We need to understand the legal part of it. And once we can do that, trust me, I'm very sure this is going to bring for a better change for Nigeria.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Mr. Sabah. Sorry, I know we are leaving.
Okay,
but I
know. There's one thing I'm going to touch before I do so, Mr. Balogun. You're going to wrap that for us. That's going to be with the Constitution. But before I bring you in, let me just bring Angela Voice in. Angela, I know I start you with a show, so I'm going to bring it towards the end of the show. So I know you've got a lot of stuff, and I want to hear your own side. What do you think is best going forward? What do you think we can put in place? What do you think the youth should be working on right now? So can you hear me?
No, can you repeat that again, please?
Okay, I'm saying, what do you take from the old conversation? Give us your own view.
Okay, I think a lot has been said, a lot of great points. I think before we even think of breaking Nigeria, we have to, like someone said, reform our mindset. Because even if the Igbos, Yorubas, Hausas split, the same government is still going to treat the people the same way. They're going to extort. They'll keep on being greedy. Corruption will keep going. So it's not about one tribe attacking each other. It's about how we think, how we value ourselves. And also another thing is that the international body is good for publicizing the atrocities that the government have committed against their citizens. And it's also good to put that pressure on the government, because I don't think the government like that negative pressure. Even though, yes, we're standing up for ourselves, I think we should still keep standing up for ourselves as Nigerians. And also, another way we can give back is to set up organizations to help in Nigeria, be it like school founding, help poverty, like sending food, just help people, because we need to, as good citizens.
Thank you.
Yeah, and one more point is that
very quick. Thank you.
They are just one more point is that the hoodlums, those that have been paid to disrupt the protests, we need to get them on our side. We need to educate them and show that it's not about being against each other, but working with each other. So anyone that has an idea on how to do that, I'll be great. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Balog, before we wrap up the show, this program, I hate to call it a show, it's a program that really give us a lot of diversities of, clear understanding where we're going. Two things I'm going to take from you. One of them is to talk about the Constitution. Number two is to talk about very quickly on how best we can bring the guys who are causing the problem. I hate to use the word, it came from nowhere, people say it's called the Hollands and stuff like that. Don't use that word, you're meaning that you're creating a certain kind of name, and that's kind of replicating a lot of things. So
there are no hoodlums.
Yeah, they should try, people should stop that. Don't use that, so it's causing a lot of problems. Psychology, take it away there, Mr. Balogun.
Okay, thank you very much. The very first thing I want to say, and I'm very proud of our youth. They've done a very tremendous job. However, they need a lot of direction, because no matter how you fight single topic issues, you still need to revert to, you have to coalesce that around the legal structure, the structures of the country. And the Constitution right now is the ground now, is the basic thing that gives light to or birth to whatever programs, social policies, and all that. The problem is that Constitution in itself is fraudulent. There are lots of things. For instance, we have separate laws in that country. Most of these things the youth are not aware. Do you understand? Now, for instance, we have provisions that say that certain people must be paid certain monies when they've retired from certain political offices and stuff like that. Those are fraudulent things that have gone into the Constitution. So there's so much more that the youth have to learn, and they have to learn not only to fight single stuff. I understand that, well, that's their constituency. That is what affects them. But they have to learn to, while we support them, expand this thing. And we want to see our youth lead us. That's fine by everybody.
Maybe the next time we will have a program like this, maybe we can look into the Constitution in different ways, because I believe that would give us a lot of more ideas of what is inside. Okay. We got 1 minute left. If you can move
can I just say something about that?
Wait, let me finish, because I interrupted him there. Sorry about that. Please go on.
Yes. So, what was the second the thing you said?
The second one is about
The way forward is for us to accept that we are equal people in Nigeria. If we accept that, then we will show respect to one another. If we do not do that, and we begin to sectionalize appointments, and we still have the quota system that is unjust and unfair, that certain people in certain countries cannot achieve certain things, and your God-given rights are constrained as a result of social policy, then we can never be one. That's the problem. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that, guys. Look, can you just go in very quick? 5 seconds. Stanley, what do you have to say? Go on.
All right. Just to add something to what Mr. Balogun said. I just want us to have it in mind that Nigeria has had a constitution review during when Goodluck Jonathan was a president. There was a sovereign conference to review the constitution, and it was like a constitutional amendment. And when Jonathan lost the election, everything was handed over to Buhari, and Buhari scrapped it. So I'm telling you, Nigerians, like, we are being heard, by these people, and like we are being shamed. And for us to remove that shame from our legs, I'm telling you, it needs force. Okay. I'm not advocating for violence, but it needs pressure, and it needs force, and it needs us to speak out.
It is also prayer as well. We have to include all of those into it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are running out of time, but I want to say thank you everyone for coming on board about this issue. We will want to try to keep everybody in touch, so we can really, from time to time, keep communicating like this, keep talking about this issue, addressing this issue from this point. I think if we diaspora here start doing something like this, and people from all the different countries start doing something like this, it's like we are coming together from the other side of the world. I think those back home, I believe, will start to look into inward of themselves. And also the word used by the hoodlums and stuff like that, I think we shouldn't be using that word anymore, because you're kind of creating a different kind of segregation of people, which become very difficult to deal with down the road, because you're dealing with the youth, you're dealing with the government, you're dealing with the corruption. Now you're bringing this on board. So I don't think we should change from that kind of view, and hopefully that will change. And one more thing I want to add on top of it as well is to bring these people on board as well, you know, so that we make them to feel comfortable, change their mindset, and also be true and unite ourselves together. That way, the country will be a great country. For me, I don't see any big deal to change the way people live in the country. I don't know if you all saw this week, there was some looting of food or whatever on social media and stuff.
Yeah.
That is for another day. We can talk about this for today, but we'll talk about it for a different day because we're running out of time.
It wasn't looting, they were taking their own food.
I have to say something. Chris,
they were taking their own food.
I got 10 seconds to wrap up. 10 seconds to wrap up now.
Back.
Yeah, okay.
Chris, just let me say something, Chris.
Let me wrap this up. And you will talk about it. Let me wrap this up. Okay, thank you all so much. But I have to give the camera this. Okay, viewers, thank you so much for joining us today. We want to say keep following what we're doing here on Nigeria Question, and also keep supporting the youth back home in Nigeria. Those of you in diaspora, keep this momentum going, not violence, not fight, but things that will bring united together, things that will bring peace, things that will stop corruption, and also bring us to a different ways of how we should live equally, love, peace, and unity. Till we come your way next week, take care, and God bless, and bye for now.
Thank you.